Okay. Thank you for this great introduction, Lee and Philip, and thank you also for being here and doing this World Hope Forum with us, with Ornamenta 2024. It's quite surreal. I'm sitting all alone in this empty bathtub that I also once used when it was full with water. But this is a much different setting. We are in the spa town of Bad-Wildbad, which is about a half an hour drive from Pforzheim. It's always been a spa town from also since a very like for many centuries. Actually, the first spas that Germany had were founded here in this region, and then they would dig into the ground until they got at the hot water source, and that's where they would gather and clean themselves. But to give you a little bit more context also of why we are here and what is Ornamenta, I will give you also a brief introduction. The Ornamenta was first held in 1989, and it was an international jewelry exhibition in the city of Pforzheim, which is known for jewelry, as Lee already said. And the aim was to always redo it every 5 years. But somehow it never worked out because of politics and money. But the city was actually quite brave to decide to relaunch the Ornamenta 30 years after. And here we are at, you could say, the second Ornamenta. But as you can imagine, in 30 years, a lot of things change and transform and diversify, and so did the city of Pforzheim in this region. So to repeat the first format would not really fit actually the times we are living. We found this open call as curators, Katharina, Jules, and I. Katharina, can you come here? You just walk in. We are in the opening weekend. So it's quite a busy times for us. So we are running and rushing from place to place. But I'm happy that they're here. So can you join me in the pool? So here you have Katharina. And here you have Jules. Hello, both.
Hello.
I was giving a bit of context. Oh, now I'm blocking you. That's not very nice. I come sit next to you. So we started 3 years ago as to relaunch this project, Ornamenta. We had no idea what this region was about. Katharina, you are from quite nearby, but I had never been before. Calw and Stuttgart is the cities that are actually quite close, and those we had visited, but Pforzheim and the Northern Black Forest never. So we thought, if we want to do a new cultural event in Europe, what does that mean to do another one? Because there is already so many. There are 1,000 design weeks, biennials, triennales. So if you would do another one, what would you do? What would you add to already the existing portfolio of creative happenings in Europe? So instead of proposing a concept or a storyline, we proposed a working method, which means that we went here every week of every month for a whole week. We stayed in the region for the last three years, traveling here, having intense focus weeks, and always staying in a different location in the region, because we really wanted to get to know also all of the people, the different communities, the complexities also. And from there on, we departed. We slept at 36 places now, sometimes in alpaca barns on field beds. Sometimes we slept on bunk beds and on people's couches. If we were lucky, we had sometimes also a hotel. But we saw quite a lot of the region. And actually from that research, a concept started to develop. And I actually want to ask maybe Katharina to talk a bit about this concept or the themes that came out of it.
Yeah, thank you, Willem, for this introduction. Yeah, we've been moving around the region, as you mentioned, 36 locations, and that was the work method we were sure that we want to apply in order to come to a relevant theme, because that was the question when we first came to start working. Everyone was asking, what's going to be the theme? What's going to be the theme? But we knew that the region would be the theme, and we would like to invite to find different ways to navigate the region. And this we propose to do by storylines or topical neighborhoods, we call them, that have like their names have like a geographical reference in German, like Zum Eros could be like a really nice restaurant, or Bad Brunn could be actually a spa town in the region. So it has a resemblance to a traveling destination, but it's actually a fictional layer that covers the whole map. And we came through this by activating the region in small gatherings with regional and international guests, and we scaled those up and became more and more precise, and ended up with these 5 themes.
And Jules, maybe you can talk a bit about the theme that's relevant for today.
I gladly do that. I'm very happy to join you today at the World Hope Forum Germany. The German Romantics, the painters, believed that the body actually existed of 2 parts, the Körper and the Leib. They were the first ones in the world to basically suggest that there were 2 complementary parts, the body you are and the body you own. And during the Ornamenta, we discuss a 3rd body, which is the digital self, the body that lives on the internet, the body that lives on social media, which is also a body that we need to take care of. And this has resulted in a public artwork along one of the rivers here in the region, as well as a small group exhibition in the town called Bad-Wildbad, which is where we are today. And as you probably learned already from the camera, there are no white cubes in the Black Forest. Hence, we decided to program our Bad Brunn exhibition about the future of Kur, the future of spa going, the future of digital detox inside an old historic spa building. And this theme is explored with works of artists like Victoria, Brynjar Sigurdsson and Veronica Selmayr, as well as the Water School Rotterdam, along with several local collaborators.
Yeah, and it's nice to maybe pick up on these local collaborators, because we are today at the World Hope Forum Germany, which is the first Hope Forum organized in Germany. So we will be really focusing on German stories. As already talked about, there is a big tradition in Germany that focuses on spa culture, many different elements from a very historical angle, but we found also much more contemporary stories, sometimes using historical narratives to come up with new proposals on how to maybe think about spa living in the future. Because these spa towns that we are in now, they also kind of need an update. The spas are still quite beautiful, but the restaurants could use an update. The entertainment could use an update. Life in the spa park could use an update. So actually, we're also very excited to see where are these spa towns going in the future. And later on, we will talk a bit more about the projects. We showed already a little video clip of the Haug installation on the Enns River, the rainbow emitting sculpture that you can only see when the sun shines. And this morning we had luck. But now I would like to